Wow.
All right, so the Black Swan. So for anybody who's not aware, which you probably most people who are listening right now have probably heard of the Black Swan, but basically it's long distance observation. Some guy was standing on a shoreline looking out over the water, and the camera's about 1 foot off the ground, and so the geometric horizon, the curve of the Earth, the leading edge of the geometric horizon of the Earth they say we live on, is about 1 mile away, a little about a 1 mile away. The problem is you can see two large oil platforms. One's about 6 miles, the other's about 9 miles away. And then the even more unsettling part for the globs is that beyond the two oil platforms, there's a horizon line. And the horizon, that's, who knows how far that is, but we know it's further than the 9 miles of the furthest oil platform because the horizon is clearly behind it. So it's sort of a question of, well, if the physical leading edge curve of the globe geometric model is only a mile away, but there's a second horizon visible over 9 miles away, then where are they getting this second horizon from? And the official response from the globs has really been all over the place. Usually they got their answers in order, but this time they're kind of all over the place. Some say it's not a horizon you're seeing; it's some island in the background. Others are saying it is the horizon, but you know it's an apparent horizon. So if it's so, of course, my question is, well, is it what kind of apparent horizon? You mean like perspective, like the flat earthers have been saying the horizon is for the last freaking 10 years, that the
Yeah,
horizon is just the vanishing line of human vision?
that's our argument. Welcome to Flat Earth.
Exactly. So, but okay, so then I'm like, okay, is it a perspective horizon or is it just a refracted horizon? Like, is it just like, but again, if it's refract, because that's what some have said. They've said that, and it doesn't seem like they're saying it's a perspective induced horizon. It just looks like they're saying it's refracted from further around the globe. But that makes no sense because the geometric horizon that they claim blocks ships and lighthouses and all types of other things, that is observer dependent. That's why when you change your height, the observer height, they claim that the horizon gets further away, and that as a consequence you could also see further around the globe. But that simply doesn't make any sense. I've not really heard anybody explain how that works. And if the horizon really is dependent on the observer and their elevation in relation to the physical geometry, there's only one of those. You only get one horizon on a globe. And I have no idea how they explain that second one. They really are not making any sense.
Exactly. So when we're now told that that's an apparent horizon, but we've also been told it's the horizon that blocks the bottoms of ships. It's the thing that we see curve when we go up in altitude. It's the thing that blocks objects at a distance. That's not a geometric horizon, and they're admitting that. That's an apparent horizon, one that's not an actual horizon. So there's no reason for that to be blocking anything physically. And that's the kicker for this whole argument, that they're now abandoning their physical geometry of a sphere, and I don't think most of them know it yet. They haven't really realized. It's the way I'm using this argument is not as a flat Earth proof, but more as a globe killer, because you can formulate it into a logical consistency, being modus tollens. Were you up to date on modus tollens? Do you want me to go into it?
Yeah, no, I've heard all about it. Yeah.
Yep. So for people that haven't heard yet, so the modus tollens argument is if P, then Q, not Q, therefore not P. So if P, we live on a globe of radius 3959 miles, then Q, every geometric physical horizon can be no further than 1.22 times the observer height, the square root of the observer height in feet. And so that puts this black swan image from 1 foot, like you said before, the horizon should only be 1.22 miles. And even if they argue that maybe it might be 5 foot observer height, it's still 2.77 miles, the geometric horizon. And even if we allow them to beg the question of refraction around the curved Earth, when we put that into their physical Earth curve calculator, which is based on geometry, it still doesn't come out at a value anywhere near where we're seeing that horizon. And so we can finish the modus tollens argument by not Q. We are definitely not seeing the horizon at the distance that it needs to be on a geometric sphere. So not P, we don't live on a sphere. And that's the kicker for them. That absolutely gives them an argument for them to destroy their own sphere, because it's a logical consistency. And when they say, no, there's something wrong with that, well, you can say, okay, so what's wrong with it? Are you attacking the radius of the globe, or are you attacking your horizon? And no matter which way they go about it, it destroys their globe model. They're set to fail. And that's what I believe is so beautiful about this argument.
Yeah. No, 100%. And as freaky as it is, I kind of wonder, are they good? Are they just going to start arguing for a flat Earth? That's like within a few years. Within a few years, they're just going to be arguing the Earth is flat, and they're just going to pretend they never said it was a sphere. Just like they're like, oh, we never said there's a geometric horizon. Black Swan, what are you talking about? We never said geometric. Like, they're just going to be. I'm telling you, in 5 years, our debate opponents are going to be on our side, and we're going to be sitting there in a hangout wondering, why are we even debating, dude? You agree the Earth is flat. They're like, shut up. You don't like. It's that crazy for these people. The double speak is that ridiculous.
The double speak is what's absolutely killing them.
Wow.